Hi, my name's Alyssa Coxon. I was a 1987 senior here at Cairns High. You're about to watch a video that I made at university with some friends about an accident we were in at the beginning of our senior year. Eight students died, and this memorial was built 10 years later to commemorate them. We were coming back from leadership camp when tragedy struck. You're about to watch this documentary to gain a perspective and an appreciation, part of the history of the school, part of what your fellow students went through, and to explain the memorial. This video is intended to give you an appreciation of friendship, the school history, and this memorial, which was built 10 years later.
The atmosphere at the camp was really happy. The teachers and the students, we all got on with the rapport, which you never would notice in a school normally. It's just because of the camp and the sort of trust-sharing skills that we had to use.
It was good, it was lots of fun, lots of memories. There's always something I'll remember for a long time. I don't think I'll ever forget it.
Too young to die, the people said. 30 left injured, 8 are dead. The Year 12 students of Cairns State High will always remember the Gillies Hill side. Show feelings and cry, Mackenzie pleaded. Give love and support where it is needed. For the students and seniors of 87 have lost 8 friends on a journey to heaven. Come with me and look into the darkness. You'll see a tragic past. Can these tragedies be forgotten, or do vivid memories last? A few of my friends who survived the accident had very slight injuries, but quite vivid memories. I remember just minutes before the crash, Keith had been talking to me and only just went back to his seat before the bus went over the hill.
I still say to myself every time that I think everybody, about 5 seconds or something before the bus rolled over, I think the people that were awake knew that something was wrong. I think everybody knew, like, you could feel the bus just getting faster and faster, and you weren't thinking, oh, we're going to have an accident, but I think subconsciously you're going, there's something wrong, we're in big trouble here. We were in big trouble.
Subconsciously, I must have known something was wrong because I can remember thinking, keep turning, bus driver, and we'll stay on the road. But the front of the bus seemed to stop and the back kept sliding.
Remember when the bus rolled over and I was just lying there with all these chairs all over me, and I was just thinking, oh no, my legs, I couldn't move my legs, I couldn't move my chest because something hit me in the chest. And I was just going, oh, I'm bleeding inside for sure, because I could move my hands, I could move my jaws, and I could look and I could talk and that. And I was thinking, oh, I'm hurt inside for sure. I just know I'm hurt inside.
I was knocked unconscious during the crash, and when I came to, I knew the last bus had arrived because I remember seeing Torstein through a hole in the bus.
Anyway, as we turned one corner, the corner where it actually happened, I saw a friend of mine, Ricky Ernst, and we all saw him. He was sitting up on the road and his face was gushing blood. Like, we didn't know what had happened. We thought, has the bus gone over the hill? And we ran to the top of the hill where the bus has actually gone off. And it was a sight like a war zone. It was really terrible. Everyone was just feeling so shocked and numb.
So I got out of the bus, and already there was like people everywhere, and there's some people that were in the bus accident lying up on the hill and whatnot. And I saw Rebecca Griffith, and she had this huge gash in her leg, and I walked up to her, well, crawled up to her, whatever, and I said, what's the matter, what's the matter? She's going, my leg. And because I knew that she was just losing blood so fast, and I just grabbed one half of her leg and the other half of her leg and sort of pushed it together, and for about the next 45 minutes or so I just held her leg together, blood just dripping all over me. And in that time I could hear people just screaming and people running back and forth down the hill, because she was about halfway up the hill.
While family and friends of the deceased and injured are trying to come to grips with the tragedy, investigations into the cause of the accident are continuing.
Mr. Morgan tried to negotiate the bend, but failed to do so because the bus's brakes failed.
But as we walked around the back of the bus, my initial impressions were just such shock, because I saw Alyssa's legs sticking out of the bus. I knew it was her because she was crying and she was going, "Let me get out of here." And then another friend of mine, Michelle, her body, her torso was out of the bus, but one of her legs was under it. And she was screaming as well, she was in pain. One of my friends, Cameron, had the bus on his chest, and the actual bus had folded open, the roof had folded open like this, and the body of the bus was here, and they were in between where the windows were. And one of our friends, Amanda, her neck was caught under there, she was dead. So as I went past, I put a pillow on her and shut her eyes, and that really made you realise how horrific it was, actually seeing one of your friends dead. And it was just such a waste, a tragic waste.
It was the second bus that crashed, and then when we realised people had been hurt, I had to go down to the hall and try to get the names of all the students who had arrived in the first bus, because they were obviously safe. And then it was really difficult because the news got around that people had been killed, and parents were turning up at the Crosby Hall, not knowing if it was their child or someone else.
Well, I was a grade 11 student at the time, so I remember waiting for the buses to get back from senior camp to meet some friends. One bus turned up and the other two didn't. And I spent the rest of the afternoon up at the hospital trying to find out what had happened to a few of my mates.
A few days after this, after the funerals happened, there was a little bit of an inquiry. We had the news and we had the television news coming around from southern stations interviewing us to try and find out, try and ascertain basically the blame. Then we had local newspapers and TV coming doing the same sort of thing and trying to really get an in-depth look at what actually happened and why it happened.
It was very traumatic, you see, because everybody knew somebody who had died. It was just so traumatic. And for a while, I mean, they became a very close group. I went to their reunion when the memorial area was open, and I'd have to say they'd all moved on really well with their lives, but they were very close to each other. They were very, very close to each other.
This time, my best friend died in the accident, and hearing about her death was painful, extremely shocking. And it was in a very busy time in the hospital, so a lot of people experienced my grief all at once.
Were just such shock, because I saw Alyssa's legs sticking out of the bus. I knew it was her because she was crying and she was going, "Let me get out of here."
I had a piece of metal go in my leg, an inch from my femoral artery. They were going to be dead in 3 minutes, and for the time I was trapped under the bus, I would have. I had a major injury to my leg, and it looked like I would possibly not walk again. But time heals all wounds, physical, emotional, mental. If you allow it to, if you stay with it, it won't. My leg's healed, I've done some modelling, done some acting, and I'm a now personal trainer. By bringing the video to the students, it's an attempt to at least make them aware that life can be short and you can't waste a moment. I'm here for a reason, and I'm not going to waste one day. No one should.